Hello viewers, welcome to the Bachelor course of Population Studies. Today we will discuss Census India 2011 key indicators. The word census is derived from the Latin word censere, meaning to assess or to rate. Census is a process of collecting, compiling, analyzing, evaluating, publishing and disseminating statistical data regarding the population. It covers demographic, social and economic data and are provided as of a particular date. The Indian census is the most credible source of information on demography, population characteristics, economic activity, literacy and education, housing and household amenities, urbanization, fertility and mortality, scheduled caste and scheduled tribe, language, religion, migration, disability and many other socio-cultural and demographic data since 1872. Census 2011 is the 15th national census of the country. This is the only source of primary data in the village, town and ward level. It provides valuable information for planning and formulation policies for central and the state governments and is widely used by national and international agencies, scholars, business people, industrialists and many more. The delimitation, reservation of constituencies, parliamentary, assembly, panchayats and other local bodies is also done on the basis of the demographic data thrown up by the census. Census is the basis for reviewing the country's progress in the past decade, monitoring the ongoing schemes of the government and most importantly plan for the future. Now, India in world population. India stands at crossroads of history. Recent significant advancements in country's economy have taken the country to the center stage of world attention. Much of this progress is intrinsically linked to the development of human resources, while on one side growth of population has been a cause for concern, the youth, the educated and the employed are being seen as demographic dividend, especially in times when world population is aging. Now, we will discuss about population of selected countries. Population of selected countries. The population of 10 most populous countries of the world is presented through table 1 to understand the trend prevailing in various parts of the world and their relative share in global population is shown in figure 1. Population of these 10 countries have all grown over the last decade except in Russian Federation which has declined. At present, these 10 countries account for nearly 3/5 of the world population. The three most populous ones, namely China, India and USA, together account for 4 of every 10 persons of the world. At present, a little more than 1 out of every 6 persons in the world that is from India. In figure 2, it has been shown that India with only 2.4% of the world's surface area account for 17.5% of its population. Main objective of the census 2011. However, with increasing disparities, the challenge for the decade to come would be to focus on the Millennium Development Goals and the sections of society that remains less privileged in education, health and employment, failing which the dividend may well turn into a demographic liability. Among the largest peacetime operations ever in the world, Census of India 2011 is thus uniquely placed to provide comprehensive evidence leading to appropriate policies that focus on such important goals for the Indian society. Census is useful for formulation of development policies and plans and demarcating constituencies for elections. The Census of India has been conducted 15 times as of 2011. It has been conducted every 10 years beginning in 1872. This survey is conducted to gather information from the grassroots base, which is essential to launch different welfare schemes like annual plans, 5-year plans, etc. in the country for the privilege of common man. The house listing and housing census provides extensive information on the status of human settlements, the housing deficits as well as the different housing necessities to be looked for formulating the housing welfare policies. The population enumeration often needed census data about land and its people in the present time. The census survey reveals the current population trends, its varied characteristics that are valuable input for planning sound programs and policies aimed towards the welfare of India and her people and also for effective public administration. The main motto of Census 2011 was "Our Census, Our Future." Methodology: Census is carried out by the Office of Registrar General and Census Commissioner of India, Delhi, an office in the Ministry of Home Affairs, Government of India under the 1948 Census of India Act. The Census of India is conducted once in a decade, following an extended de facto canvasser method. Under this approach, data is collected from every individual by visiting the household and canvassing the questionnaire all over the country. The count is then updated by revisional round by changing the entries that arise on account of birth, deaths and migration between the time of enumerator's visit and the reference date or time. In Census 2011, the canvassing of the questionnaire was done from 9th of February 2011 to 28th of February 2011. A revision round was then conducted from 1st to 5th of March 2011 and the count updated to the reference moment of 00 hours on the 1st of March 2011. Census 2011 was held in two phases, that is house listing and housing census April to September 2010, population enumeration 9th to 28th February 2011. Total expenditure and material used in Census 2011. Cost rupees 2200 crore, cost per person rupees 18.33, number of census functionaries that is 2.7 million, number of languages in which schedules were canvassed 16, number of languages in which training manuals were prepared 18, number of schedule printed 340 million, number of training manual printed 5.4 million, paper utilized 12,000 meter, material moved 10,500 meters. Now, Census of India 1901 to 2011. Figure 3 shows the population of India from 1901 to 2011. The population of India at the turn of the 20th century was only around 238.4 million. This has increased by more than 4 times in a period of 110 years to reach 1210 million in 2011. Interestingly, the population of India grew by 1.5 times in the first half of the 20th century, while in the later half it recorded a phenomenal threefold increase. Now, table 2 presents the population of India as recorded in each decadal census since 1901. Some other indicators such as percentage change in population, density, sex ratio and literacy rate over 1901 during each decade have also been presented in the table 2. Now, distribution of population state wise. In table 3, the main indicators of Census 2011 has been depicted, which include population, growth rate in population, rate of literacy, density of population, sex ratio and child sex ratio, that is 0 to 6 years. According to the census reports of Indian Census 2011, the population of India is 1210.19 million with 623.7 million males and 586.46 million females. The total literacy rate in the country at present is 74.04%. The density of population, that is 382 persons square kilometer in regards to sex ratio, at present there are 940 females on average per 1000 males and the child sex ratio is 914 females per 1000 males. Uttar Pradesh continue to be the most populous state in the country with almost 200 million people living here, which is more than population of Brazil. 20 states and UTs now have population of over 10 million. On the other extreme, there are 5 states and UTs in the country that are yet to reach the 1 million mark. Now, we will discuss the relative share of population of each state. Figure 4 on your screen that shows the relative share of population of each state and union territory to the total population of India as per census 2011. Share of Uttar Pradesh is maximum 16.49%, followed by Maharashtra 9.29% and Bihar 8.28%, West Bengal 7.55% and Andhra Pradesh 7%. Number of administrative units in table 4. Census 2011 covered 35 states UT, 640 districts, 5,924 sub-districts, 7,935 towns and 6,40,867 villages, while in Census 2001, the corresponding figures were 593 districts, 5,463 sub-districts, 5,161 towns and 6,38,588 villages. There is an increase of 47 districts, 461 sub-districts, 2,774 towns, 242 statutory and 2,532 census towns and 2,279 villages in census 2011 as compared to census 2001. Now, population 2001 to 2011 as shown by table 5. The population of India has increased by more than 181 million during the decade 2001 to 2011. Percentage growth in 2001 to 2011 is 17.64 in comparison to 21.15% in 2001. Males 17.19 and females 18.12. 2001 to 2011 is the first decade with the exception of 1911 to 1921, which has actually added lesser population compared to the previous decade. Now, density of population, that is persons per square kilometer. Density is defined as the number of persons per square kilometer. Table 6 on your screen depicts the density of population in India in census 2011, that is 382 as compared to 325 in census 2001. High increase in the density of population is a matter of great concern, as it puts immense pressure on our natural resources. Also, it may adversely affect the quality of life. Due to difference in climatic conditions, availability of resources, etc., the state and the union territories of a country largely varied in terms of density. Highest density in state, that is Delhi with 11,297, lowest density in state, that is Arunachal Pradesh 17. Largest populous and smallest populous states from table 7. It can be seen that Uttar Pradesh 199.5 million is the most populous state in the country, followed by Maharashtra, Bihar, West Bengal and Andhra Pradesh. The population of Uttar Pradesh is more than the population of Brazil. In Union Territory, the least populous is Lakshadweep. Now, sex ratio. that is females per 1000 males. Sex ratio is a ratio of males to females in a population. It means number of females per 1000 males. Table 8 shows the sex ratio. It has been seen that overall sex ratio at the national level has increased by 7 points since Census 2001 to reach 940 at Census 2011. This is the highest sex ratio recorded since Census 1971 and a shade lower than 1961. Increase in sex ratio is observed in 29 states UTs. 3 major states Jammu and Kashmir, Bihar and Gujarat have shown decline in sex ratio as compared to Census 2001. Child sex ratio 0 to 6, that is from 2001 to 2011. In India, the child sex ratio is defined as the number of females per 1000 males in the age group of 0 to 6 years in a human population. Thus, it is equal to 1000 into the reciprocal of the sex ratio, that is ratio of males to females in a population in the same age group. Under A7, table 9 shows that the child sex ratio at India level 9:14 is lowest since independence. Increasing trend in the child sex ratio 0 to 6 seen in Punjab, Haryana, Himachal Pradesh, Gujarat, Tamil Nadu, Mizoram and Andaman and Nicobar Island. Sex ratio 0 to 6 years in all remaining 27 states UTs. The child sex ratio shows decline over Census 2001. Now, effective literacy rate 2001 to 2011. As per Census 2011 depicted by table 10, literates constitute 74% of the total population aged 7 and above and illiterate form 26%. Literacy rate has gone up from 64.83% in 2001 to 74.04% in 2011, showing an increase of 9.21 percentage point. The literacy rate for males and females work out to 82.14% and 65.46% respectively. The increase in literacy rate in males and females during 2001 to 2011 is in the order of 6.88 and 11.79 percentage point respectively. State or UT wise literacy rate. Table 11 on your screen shows that total person literacy rate in India is 74%. The state with highest literacy rate is Kerala 94% and with lowest literacy rate is Bihar 61.8%. As far as union territories are concerned, the UT with highest literacy rate is Lakshadweep 91% and with lowest literacy rate is Dadra and Nagar Haveli 76.245%. Now, key facts of Census 2011. Now, we will discuss the major facts of Census 2011 on your screen. The population of India has increased by more than 181 million during the decade 2001 to 2011. Percentage growth in 2001 to 2011 is 17.64, males 17.19 and females 18.12. 2001 to 2011 is the first decade with the exception of 1911 to 1921, which has actually added lesser population compared to the previous decade. Uttar Pradesh 199.5 million is the most populous state in the country, followed by Maharashtra with 112 million. The total number of children in the age group of 0 to 6 is 158.8 million. 20 states and union territories now have over 1 million children in the age group 0 to 6 years. On the other extreme, there are 5 states and union territories in the country that are yet to reach the 100,000 mark. Uttar Pradesh 29.7 million, Bihar 18.6 million, Maharashtra 12.8 million, Madhya Pradesh 10.5 million and Rajasthan 10.5 million constitute 52% children in the age group of 0 to 6 years. Population 0 to 6 years 2001 to 2011 registered minus 3.08% growth with minus 2.42 for males and minus 3.80 for females. Overall sex ratio at the national level has increased by 7 points to reach 940 at Census 2011 as against 933 in Census 2001. This is the highest sex ratio recorded since Census 1971 and a shade lower than 1961. Increase in sex ratio is observed in 29 states UTs. 3 major states Jammu and Kashmir, Bihar and Gujarat have shown decline in sex ratio as compared to Census 2001. Kerala with 1084 has the highest sex ratio, followed by Puducherry with 1038. Daman and Diu has the lowest sex ratio of 618. Child sex ratio 0 to 6 years is 914. Increasing trend in the child sex ratio 0 to 6 seen in Punjab, Haryana, Himachal Pradesh, Gujarat, Tamil Nadu, Mizoram and Andaman and Nicobar Island. In all remaining 27 states or UTs, the child sex ratio show decline over Census 2001. Mizoram has the highest child sex ratio 0 to 6 years of 971, followed by Meghalaya with 970. Haryana is at the bottom with ratio of 830, followed by Punjab with 846. Literacy rate has gone up from 64.83% in 2001 to 74.04% in 2011, showing an increase of 9.21 percentage point. Conclusion: to sum up, it can be stated that India's population might stabilize soon with the slowing down of the growth rate. From 21.54% in Census 2001, the decadal population growth fell to 17.64% in 2011. In absolute terms, 2001 to 2011 is the first decade of 1911 and 1921 is excluded to add a smaller number to the population than the preceding decade. It is no surprise that overall sex ratio has grown improvement from 1932.91 in 2001 to 940.27 in 2011. A good part of this can be explained by the greater natural longevity of women and improvement in healthcare over the years. The other good news is that literacy rate climbed from 64.83% in 2001 to 74.04% in 2011. This data will provide policymakers a comprehensive view of where India stands on key indicators of socio-economic development set against the goal of creating a more egalitarian and just society. That's all for today. In the next lecture, we will continue with some other related topic. Thank you.